Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Wow, that was quite an introduction. Just want to recognize, start with Director Diliman. Really appreciate your support for the program here in the Philippines and the partnership that we have with our organization. I think it's been a mutually beneficial relationship and one that we certainly value in the Australian government. Just also like to recognize, I think Kath, you're the only person. So we got Australian Red Cross and Scope. Well, I think you're probably the only representative from Australian Red Cross or Scope here. Yes.
Scope. Not Scope,
Yeah.
just Australian Red
Welcome,
Cross.
Kath.
Thanks.
I've recognized you. I'd like to also just recognize Jonas as well. So Jonas and the Dev Concepts team who put this thing together and who you guys work with on a regular basis, they do a tremendous job. They're regarded as a model for many other programs in other countries. They put in place a lot of innovations across the program, and you're very lucky to have them. So thank you very much, Jonas. Appreciate that and all your efforts there. And all the team that makes everything happen in the background and makes Jonas look good. Okay, so I think I've thanked everyone. So you know that I used to manage the volunteer program. So I used to manage the AVID program before it was the AVID program. It used to be a number of different programs, and Australian Red Cross wasn't even a partner in the program. And I had the good fortune of working on bringing it together into what is now a very coherent and cohesive program, and I enjoyed it. It was one of the most rewarding experiences of my career working on the AVID program. It was a great opportunity to make a difference in something that I believe in very strongly as someone who's volunteered in the past as well. I think I work at a very abstract level. I'm oftentimes in with policy, so I did some really exciting things. And when I was putting the AVID program together with our partners, such as negotiating 10 service level agreements as part of the contract, and that was a lot of work, and frankly, a lot of the time it wasn't a lot of fun. But the part of it that made it all worthwhile was I had a lot of opportunities to go out and meet volunteers in country programs, but before they went out and when they came back as well. And it's just so rewarding to hear about the stories, as we just heard. By the way, Megan, you're a very hard act to follow. That was a really excellent presentation and discussion. I was very impressed. And hearing stories like that really brings it home why volunteers are so important and why they're such a critical component of the AID program. I'm sure when you had the ambassador here this morning, he talked about how volunteers fit into that AID program and the important role that you play. I just want to reiterate that. I mean, the links that we make, and there's strong links to our program overall in terms of what we do in the Philippines with our AID program, and those links are valued very highly. There's it's an important part of building linkages between the Philippines and Australia. We do that also through scholarships, the New Colombo Plan, so sending Filipinos to Australia and Australians up here. And I think it gives the experiences that you have here, and you make a difference, there's no question. And the experiences that you have here, oftentimes talking to volunteers, they have a hard time getting perspective on the difference that you make, and oftentimes people come with very high expectations for what they're going to achieve, and then when they're actually in the country, they don't meet those expectations because perhaps they were unrealistic or there are hurdles that they never anticipated. And when they go back to Australia, often it takes them several months to realize that they have made a tremendous difference, and the experience that they've had has been rewarding not only for them but for their families and others who hear about it. And for the legacy that they leave. And I think, the analogy that you made, Megan, about gardening and seeds, and from little things, big things grow, that's absolutely fitting. I couldn't have said it any better. So I just want to personally thank each and every one of you for all of your efforts, and all your host organizations who are here supporting you as well. Our volunteer program is only as good as our partners and host organizations. So you do a remarkable job, and thank you for letting us place volunteers in your organizations. We highly value you. And to the volunteers, just the final thing I'll say is, and maybe this is the parent in me coming out, but please, be aware, the Philippines is a different environment and generally a very safe environment, but please be aware about the security concerns. I know we're always hammering on about security, and it's probably like a broken record, but I've been up here for 2.5 years, and you get to a point where you think you know everything, and you feel really comfortable, and you sort of, and you start to do things that maybe you wouldn't otherwise have done after you first arrived. So just think about what you're going to do and the kind of decisions that you make before you go ahead and do those things. So that's all I've got. I'm happy to take any questions, but you guys are probably sick of talking to people. It's been probably a long day for you. I think this is a great opportunity for you to get together and talk and learn about what others are doing, and just to talk to people and ensure that, and learn that the experiences you're having and the problems you're encountering are the same as many other people are having in the volunteer program. So I hope it's been rewarding, and I hope that your volunteer assignments are going well, and hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to you, some of you, after this is over. Thanks very much.